Hello my friends, welcome to the wild part of my garden. I am out here today collecting grasses to use for a Mary Barleycorn to celebrate Lammas with this year. I wanted to make one and I'm really feeling this Sabbath. I can see it in the yard. I posted some pictures on Instagram. Like you can see there's apples kind of growing, but then there's also my early blooming trees that are dying. There's fruit and then there's death, and it's so amazing. And I really see it, and I can see this play happening out in nature right now, and it just has me super inspired. And this is probably one of the first years where I've really kind of felt a deep connection to Lammas or Lughnasadh. It's not one of the Sabbaths that I've really connected with before, and this year for whatever reason it's really resonating with me, and I'm super excited to celebrate this year and make my Mary Barleycorn. If you're not sure what a Mary Barleycorn is, she's basically a representation of the corn goddess. The god's laying his life down this time of year. He's sacrificing himself. He's shedding his blood on the land so that the corn will grow, that we can have a harvest that we can eat and live. And of course, if you believe in that mythology, like kind of along those lines, the goddess is pregnant with the god to be reborn right now. So she's heavily pregnant. She's about to give birth. The land's about to give birth to all of our produce and crops and all of that good stuff. So Mary Barleycorn basically is a representation of that myth and of the corn goddess. I have my favorite book on the Sabbats it's called Seasons of the Witch by Gail Duff. And in the book, she has a poem about Mary Barleycorn. So I thought I'd read that to you, and then I'm going to collect the grass, avoid grasshoppers like the plague. I am so frigging terrified of them. And get ready, and then we'll go back into the house and we will construct her. I've never done this before, so we are going to wing it together, and we'll see what happens with our little corn goddess. So this is the poem. And again, it's by Gail Duff. O Mary Barleycorn, goddess of the earth. O Mary Barleycorn, bringing all to birth. O Mary Barleycorn, now your lover's dead. O Mary Barleycorn, the earth, it is his bed. O Mary Barleycorn, you walk the fields alone. O Mary Barleycorn, blessing all that's grown. O Mary Barleycorn, ripen fruit and grain. O Mary Barleycorn, make the harvest come again. O Mary Barleycorn, we honor you with love. O Mary Barleycorn, send blessings from above. O Mary Barleycorn, bringing all to birth. O Mary Barleycorn, goddess of the earth. I love that. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're kind of doing today. We're gonna make a little corn goddess. I have a basket here to put the grass in. I realize I'm totally out of frame, but what else is new, right? And yeah, we'll wing it. So I'm gonna go cut some grass, and you can enjoy, hopefully not the view of my rear, but the view of the wild garden for the bees and the butterflies and all of that good stuff. I just let a patch of ground just go right back to nature, and sometimes I'm sure it looks kind of lazy, but I love it. I love all the daisies. I love the purple flowers. I love that nature's just doing its thing here, and you can come in here and do a little harvest of your own, if you will. So here we go. I really think this kind of grass is going to be the best stuff, and I'm going to cut it pretty long. And you know, I just broke one of the cardinal sins of witchcraft. I did not ask the plant for its blessing. So let's go back and see if I can make amends here with this plant. I think it feels okay about it, so we're going to proceed. Oh, there's a snail on that guy, so he's going to stay. I don't want to take the little snails home. Ooh. I'm really hoping I don't encounter any grasshoppers on this little foray into the wild garden. like I said, I'm really excited about Lammas this year. Are you excited? Are you looking forward to it? Do you connect with this Sabbath? Is it one that you don't really connect with? For a long time, as I say, it didn't really, I don't know, we just didn't jive. This is awesome. Oh, it's hotter than the devil's dick out here today. Whew. But I feel good. I feel like the garden is, I mean, not to sound crazy, but I feel like these plants know what they're going to be, and I feel like they're excited about it. Hopefully I can do them justice. I kind of like this wheaty looking stuff too, so I think we're gonna, oh, what was that? Okay, I think it was a moth. I think we're okay. I think I'm gonna get some of this weedy looking stuff. This. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Maybe a couple daisies too. Well, no, because I won't be using her for a week and I don't want to waste them. Okay. I'm going to take a little gift down to the garden later and leave an offering of some honey and some water and some milk or something, definitely to thank it. I think that's important whenever you harvest anything from your yard. Make a point to thank the ground that gave you this amazing gift. I'm going to take all my stuff, head up to the house, and I will join you at my kitchen table. So see you in a little bit. All right, we're back. We're in the kitchen. Jack is eating the plants. That's okay. I'm gonna let him just do his thing. And we're going to begin making our Mary Barleycorn. What you will need if you want to go on this journey with me, you need some string of some kind or a ribbon, just something to tie your stalks together, and some scissors, and that's it. And your grass, your long grass or wheat or barley, I suppose, would be the most appropriate, but whatever you have around you. So the first thing it says to do is to get your stalks together and then cut them. You want them to be the same length, and these will become your arms. So it says get 10 stalks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8, 9, oops, 10. Okay, so I got my 10 for my arms. Look at them, they're so pretty all together. I think I'm also allergic to them. Awesome. Excuse me. So there's a discovery. It's always a hot mess, isn't it? It can never just be a simple, like, let's make something together, guys. It's always some form of disaster, but whatever, it's fun. That's what we're here for. And they want you to cut it like 6 to 7 inches. So I'm going to cut them, and then you want them to be, of course, the same length. I'm going to cut mine a little bit bigger just to leave room in case I need a little bit of extra in case I mess something up. So those are my arms. I'm going to set them aside and away from Jack. And next we're going to get, it says, let's see, leaving 18 in the center. Okay, I don't know. I don't care about the instructions. Let's just get rid of those. Now we're going to take a bunch more. And I kind of want to use this stuff here. Get this stuff going. I want to use this as the body, and this is what we're actually going to fold over, and it's going to become her skirt. And I think that this stuff, I hope you can see it, would be really, really pretty for her skirt. So I'm going to try to get these guys going. Oops, I'm making such a mess. But I guess that's part of the fun, isn't it? Witchcrafting with Tasha. Okay, that one's too short. So I'm just gonna, these guys are wild. Okay. I don't know if this is the best kind of grass now that I'm using it, but we're gonna go with it. And I think I want to add a couple of those stocky guys into this too. Just want it to kind of, who knows what you guys can see. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere, guys. We're getting somewhere, I promise. This year for Lammas, I'm going to bake some bread. I'm going to bake bread in the shape of a man, and then I'm going to tear it apart to represent the death of the god, kind of shedding his life for us, you know, for the fields so that we can eat. So I wanted to do a representation of that, and then I'm going to throw the pieces of the god to the birds and to nature. I was also thinking of course, doing the I'm going to be doing the Mary Barleycorn ritual to celebrate the goddess. Just kind of a couple of different things this year. Just really, like I said, outside, I'm really feeling the connection, the feeling of life and death right now. It's not something, for whatever reason, I paid a lot of attention to before, or maybe like really picked up on. But this year, it's so evident to me. It was like glaring last night. I was out weeding the gardens, and it was just everywhere I looked, I was reminded of Lughnasadh. I was reminded of the sacrifice of the earth, and it was incredible. I love that about being a witch. I love that about being pagan, is the fact that literally just going outside, weeding my garden, you know, we can have a profound experience. We can really connect to our God, and I think that our spirit, our goddess, and I think we're incredibly lucky like that. I feel bad for people who miss out on that, I guess. Okay, so now I'm going to trim these guys as well because I want them to be similar in length. And I'm going to take my 10, sorry for the sniffle there, but I'm definitely allergic to this stuff. I'm going to take my 10 sticks and do them like this, because I want little spriggy guys on each end for her hands. Definitely think this is too long, so I'll deal with shortening that once I get her body going. For the skirt, I want all of this nice stuff to be her skirt. So I'm going to fold it in half like this, okay? So you're folding your grass in half like this. This is gonna be her head. We're gonna tie that off. We're gonna put her arms in, and we're gonna tie them off, and then it's gonna create her head, her bust, and then her skirt. In theory. Look at me sounding like I know what I'm doing. Okay, I definitely want to shorten these arms down a little bit. So I'm gonna just kind of deconstruct what I've got going on here and get them all bunched up again. That's the one thing I took from the instructions before I just got rid of them, was that you should have your sticks as even. So I'm going to cut them about here and make them quite, let's see, quite a bit shorter. So then we're going to just flip them around again. And now we have some arms. So now we got to tie them together and create our arms. So I'm going to take some string. Whoops. And we need probably 3 pieces. That's what I'm guessing. So 3, hi Jack, 3 pieces of string like this. I'm going to take some Claritin. Look what you didn't discover about yourself. So at the end here, this is like going to be your hand. So we're going to tie the string right on there. I'm going to tie it pretty tightly because I'm assuming we don't want her to fall apart, right? There we go. I'm trying to tie it into bows, but we'll see. No, okay. It's going to be nuts. That's fine. Who do I think I am? I'm not fancy. Okay, so we have one part of her arm done. And I realize I don't need that third piece of string, but I will hold on to it because I'm sure I'll need it for something else. And then we're gonna just, again, tie a knot to create her hand on the other side. So just tie a nice knot, or a bow if you are better at this than I am. Okay. All right, so now we have 2 strings, we've got hands, and we've got an arm base. So now we're gonna take our body here, our skirt, and this top part, remember? And we're folding it over our thumb. You want it to kind of, I assume, fold kind of in half, something like this. And then you're going to insert your arms. So insert them in here, and you want them to kind of be down a little bit from the head, like leave a little bit of space. Think about neck, then your arms, so just leave a little space for your neck. And now we're gonna tie her neck. So this is her neck part. I'm trying to tie it as tight as I can. There we go. Awesome. Oh, sorry again about those snuffles. And now we're just gonna tie for her bust, for the bottom part. I'm gonna do it right about here. So, and I've realized that I gotta turn these guys a little bit. Okay, whatever. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we have a head, we have arms. Now we just need a bust. So a little bit more string. This one I am gonna get a bigger piece. I'm gonna try to do a bow here. Give her a little bit of something fancy. She is the goddess of corn after all. Jack, leave the goddess alone. Jack, leave the goddess alone. Seriously, leave the goddess alone. Play with the other stuff. Okay, there, a little bow. All right, so there you have it. Let's see. Her arms are a little crooked, they're a little wild, but we have a very, shall we say, rustic Mary Barleycorn. So there's her little arms and her head and her skirt, and she'll be used in the Lammas ritual, and I will put her on my altar until then. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. You could do so much with yours. You could add, Jack's attacking the camera, you could add ribbons, you could add flowers, you could do so much with it and make her really, really pretty and probably a lot more decorative than mine. Thank you again for hanging out, and I hope I've inspired you to maybe do something for the Sabbath coming. Thank you again, and have an amazing day.